My name is Ruaan Lochner. I'm a maize breeder with now Corteva, but started in 2003 with Pannar, proud Pannar boy, and then became part of the bigger family. First started off in maize as a very naive young breeder, pretty much out of varsity, and then spent some years in Greytown, believe it or not, for 4 years. We all start there. Even one of our Bayer colleagues initially came from Greytown. And then I spent another 9 years in sunflower, which was probably my prettiest moment in life. And then got converted back into the maize team, reporting to Driaan Bresler, who is our SPD lead for Africa AME, and currently looking after all the early yellow maize that you see in the country.
I'm Chris van Zyl. I started back in 2001 in Greytown in Pannar. That's about 23, 24 years ago, so that's quite a long time ago. Actually thinking about it, jeepers, it's a long time. Yeah, then we started as a junior maize breeder back in the day, helping the people planting. The people of the young guys from nowadays have no clue, the young breeders, so they're very spoiled in terms of the technology that they do have. Then I moved on to as a maize breeder and moved to the West, where I do some hybrid productions for the West.
Hi, my name is Pierre Steyn. I'm the seed production and supply chain lead for Africa. Started my career in 1999 in Greytown working for Pannar as an export marketing officer. And so I looked after our neighboring countries from sales, productions, supply chain, customer relations, and then sort of grow into more into supply chain role, looking after expanding our business into the rest of Africa. And then where I am today is looking after entire operations for Africa.
My name is Kulani Machaba. I'm a regulatory leader for Corteva Agriscience for Africa, Middle East for crop protection, biologicals, as well as our seeds business. I started working at Pannar in December 1997, and my role was being a research plant pathologist.
I am Driaan Bresler. I'm the AME Seed Product Development Lead for Corteva. I started with Pannar 20 years ago as a bursary student. And for the first couple of years, first 4 years, I worked in the lab during my holidays, worked at research and got to know a lot of the activities in the research environment. And then I started working as a junior breeder with Pannar in 2009. So this year it's 16 years being part of the Pannar family, part of the Corteva family.
When I first walked into the offices there, it was profound to see how much legacy, how much history, and how much the company has to offer. I think one of the greatest memories was sitting with all these legacy heroes that we pretty much learned about in varsity and grew up with, and were pioneers of the maize industry back then. It was just profound and very humbling to sit there and now being one of the leaders of the company and in the sense of maize breeding, and I think that's an absolute privilege. I'll never forget when we first walked into the boardroom and they gave you a pile of books. There was no computers back then to use, and you had to work manually through those things, and it took weeks and weeks and on to do this. No email, I think we used faxes back then. That was just crazy, and to get germplasm, it was fun. One of my greatest memories was the story when I was appointed and we spoke to some of the directors and HR when they did that, was that they had the philosophy of, they found the person they wanted to appoint, but they also would appoint someone they saw promising, and I was one of those candidates, so that's a pretty fond memory for me.
When I think of memories, there's probably multitude, but I think my fondest memories is really around the family, the people, the leadership, that really were all inclusive. I think of my career and where I started, and then my travels in Africa, traveling with my work colleagues, and then really just the support from the leadership, the Heritage Pannar leadership in terms of development. We really were supportive of everything that we did, and I would say that today, where I am today in my current position, was really through the people that surrounded us as we developed the Pannar into Africa.
My favorite memory was my first day at Pannar. I was warmly welcomed by everyone. all the leaders, all the colleagues. And I remember the very first day I went to visit the field, and I had a team with me that was showing me around and teaching me how to plant trials. And they became my mentors and my colleagues from that day onwards. And to this date, they are still my friends. So the relationship aspect of working at Pannar with other colleagues was very great and had a very positive impact in my life.
The Western white that I'm currently doing, there's so much opportunity, and the new hybrids coming through the system in terms of performance for the water tables and the Free State and the Northwest dryland. There's so much potential in terms of our germplasm development, and also in terms of technologies. We spoke lately a lot about gene editing, traits, new traits going forward in terms of trait packages that we're going to introduce in 2030, 2033. So there are a lot of excitement in terms of different spaces, in terms of technology, germplasm pools. We have probably the widest germplasm pool in the world that we have access to. So a lot of excitement in terms of the tropical breeding programs.
The Pannar team has such a lot of innovation in their blood, such a lot of creativity over a long period of time, and that continues today and into the future. Now, as we bring products forward for the Pannar team to take to our farmers, it's to see how we use this creativity and passion for our growers in delivering the products, finding innovative ways in how we position our products, how we grow our products with the growers, really to deliver that in the future. And I think a key part of this is Pannar's innovative foundations that started 68 years ago.